Hi Flosstube, it's Carolyn Zook with Zook Stitch. Today is Saturday, January 26th. You'll see this Sunday morning on January 27th, 2019. Thank you for stopping by and spending part of your day with me. Right before I started this recording, I checked to see how many subscribers we have, and we are at 195. So I'm so excited. Welcome to everybody. If you're new, come on in. I only have 2 previous videos, so it'll be easy for you to get caught up. And we are at Flosstube number 3. I have a lot to share with you today, and I'm really excited to share what I have. First of all, I have a finish. This is my first finish in maybe 20 years, so I'm very excited to share with you. Ta-da-da-da! This is Stitchmas, 12 Days of Stitchmas by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It was a stitch along. It started November, October of 2018. I started it early December and I finished it January 21st. It is stitched on 14 count Eda in silver dusted. So I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a bit of sparkle in the fabric. So there's a silver thread running throughout the fabric. I did try to iron it. You can see I still have to iron it a little bit better. I'm concerned, well, no, I didn't do my edges. I was concerned that the heat from the iron would melt the silver thread. And so on Sunshine Stitchers, they suggested just using a cool iron and a cloth in between it. And so I did that. Maybe I was too timid with it though. So I haven't gotten quite all the Q-snaps marks out of it, but I'm going to try it again and try to be a little bolder with it. I think to fully finish it, I think I'm going to put in, I think I'll make it a wall hanging, not frame it, but make it into a wall hanging. I think that's what I want to do. I pulled out, so the sewing machine I have was my grandmother's from the 60s maybe. That's what I have. It's, it's one of those that they just don't make it like that anymore. And it's great, but I'm not sure, either it needs a tune-up or maybe it's time to get a new one. I'm not a sewer. I can't sew a straight line to save my life, but I do want to get better at it and try for finishing and whatnot to be a little bit better and at least zigzag my edges because you saw how terrible those were. But we have a finish, so I'm so excited, which meant that I have a new start as well. Oh, I forgot to tell you though, on this, I had a couple changes. I just saw in my notes. So let's pull this back out real quick. In bobble number 6, this one right here, the called for was 945 DMC, and it was just way too light. It didn't really contrast with the white and the fabric. So I put in DMC 3779, which is the same shade, just a smidgen darker, and I like it a lot. The other change was for 5 golden rings here. Sally from Caterpillar Cross Stitch had a hand, and several others on the Facebook page were putting in a ring, or some put in 5 rings. So I like the 1 ring, so I made that change. And then I put my initials down here. CLZ, January 2019. Which I might actually take that out, and if I do a wall hanging, I think I'll take it out of the front and put it on the back. Whatever, but I have a finish. I'm so excited. I'm just rolling it up here. And if anyone has any suggestions on how to do the ironing, how hot I can go without melting anything, I'm just a little paranoid about that. I would love to hear your advice in the comments below. So my new start is Pretty Little Hawaii by Satsuma Street. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And so here's my start. So we have the clouds. This is going to be a rainbow. There's going to be a rainbow that goes up here. This is a tower. I promise. It's a tower. That is Aloha Tower on Oahu. This is, I think it's pronounced Lolani Palace, also on Oahu. So that's where I'm at. A lot of color changes in this, a lot of little bits of color, and then you switch out and do another color. Um, but I'm really enjoying it. Those colors are just going to be gorgeous. I'm really having fun with it. So I'm over here. So you'll see this rainbow will connect it, and I have a lot. It'll get, I think there'll be a little bit bigger areas of color as I get further across. But that's what I'm working on right now, mostly. So I'm very excited about that. This is on 18 count fiddler's cloth in light oatmeal. So it's also an Aida, I think. I think fiddler's cloth is an Aida. And I do grit it. I was using the gritting pin for a while, but the tip is so blunt that it's hard to get a clean, crisp line. So then I switched to the sulky thread. And it does take time, definitely, but I really, really like it. That's what I did on 12 Days of Stitchmas. Well, I did both, actually. And I really like it. And what else I like about this piece, so this is an 11 by 11 Q-snap frame. And guess what? I'm not going to have to move the frame. It all fits. So I'm very excited about that. Not that it's a big deal to move the frame, but it's just a fun little game, right? So that is my start on Pretty Little Hawaii. I'm really enjoying it. 18 count. I haven't done 18 count before. So it is a little, it's a little bit of adjustment. It would be better if I had better lighting. My stitchy spot is in my bed. And I need to get a clamp on light, like a reading light, which I don't have yet. I just strain my eyes right now. So I need to get that. I know they're like $7 on Amazon and I just haven't done it. What are you going to do? Okay, that went much quicker than expected. But I have a little bit of a haul to share with you. For Christmas, I had a generous gift card to Amazon, and I was torn between buying the DMC Etoile, the sparkly thread, the kit. On Amazon, for whatever reason, when it's in stock, it's $70, but on 123 Stitch, it's $50. So it's kind of, I don't want to do that. And then this came up. I'll show it to you in a minute. This came up and the price was dropped to $50, which is the amount of my gift card, so I got it. This is the DMC color card. This is the new one with the actual, well, I don't know how new it is, but it has the actual floss, not printed pictures of the floss, but the actual floss samples in here, which is why it's so expensive. It is an expensive one, but it's just, I'm so excited. Look at this. It just keeps going on and on and on. Oh, I just love it. And it's come in handy already a couple of times. I have the one that's printed. I was looking for it in my craft room. I was looking for the one that, I have the one that's printed. It's like $10, and that's fine too. But you always wonder a little bit about how true to color it is. You know how they always say computer screens, like your resolution can vary or the color can vary. So this is going to be really helpful. It's a treasure, truly. It was not cheap, but I'm really glad I have it. And I didn't have to spend my own money with it, which is even better. So the other thing I got was, I mentioned in my last video that I'm going to be starting Harbor Haven by the Bay Needle Arts. I'll insert a picture here of what it will look like. And because it's such a long piece and the fabric's going to be not inexpensive. So I wanted to get some samples of fabric before I paid money for the whole thing, just to see what it would look like. And so I bought 3, and I think one of them will work. They were all 16 count Aida by Picture This Plus, and I just got 8 by 12 samples just to see, and I can use these samples for another project, a smaller project like an ornament or something like that. I am going to show you the samples, and then I took pictures that I'll insert with the floss on it. Harbor Haven has so many different floss colors, so I just picked a random assortment. So this is the first one. This is 16 count. This is Ariel, and I'm trying to see if it's pretty true to color. It's pretty light. So I think it's a blue. So that's that one. And I'll insert a picture of what it looks like with the floss on it. And then this next one, this is Glacier. So this is looking in the screen, it's looking a little gray. It's actually a green. It's definitely green in real life. So I'll insert a picture of this with the floss on it here. And the last one is called Haven. And it's like a really bright blue. I don't think it's picking up on the brightness, but it's a very bright blue, like a bright sunny day. And it's called Haven, which is funny because it's for Harbor Haven. So I'll insert a picture of the floss on this one here. So I have one in mind that I want to use, but I'd like to hear what you think and what you vote for. So let me know A, B, or C, and I'll put the pictures in again and label them as A, B, or C so you know which one is which, and you can kind of vote on it and see what we come up with for Harbor Haven. Or if you think there's a better one out there that I didn't get a sample of, let me know in the comments below, and I will take a look at that as well. I said I had a lot to share, and that was a lot. That felt like a lot, but we're only about 10 minutes in, so that's all I have. I do have a couple more things ordered on the way. I had ordered, I'm not going to show you it all to you, but I did order along with these fabrics, I did order all the floss for Harbor Haven. What I didn't have, when I ordered the floss for Pretty Little Hawaii, I actually forgot 3. I don't know how. So I had to make another order, and nothing travels alone, of course. I have another pattern coming that isn't here yet, so I'll have some more things to share with you in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or any comments, leave them below. If you are watching and not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we are so close to 200 and I would love to hit the 200 mark. Otherwise, I hope you have a good couple of weeks and let's keep in touch. I love reading your comments and kind of interacting with you in the comments section. So take care and happy stitching. Bye.